Welcome back to the Gweilo 60 channel. Living and dying in China. And that's exactly what's happening to me. I'm at the funeral, cemetery here, one of the cemeteries here in Nanning. What I'm doing this morning, see, a couple days ago, Lao Ping, a cousin of ours, and myself went searching for a cemetery plot for Weifang. You buy them in twos here, and they range anywhere from 300,000 RMB down to, I think, 7,800 RMB, and you get what you pay for, I guess. On the side of a mountain, beautiful scenery, not so crowded. You know, I guess it all depends on what you pay for, and that's just the way it goes. So they sell these plots in doubles. So I wouldn't lay Weifang to rest in a cemetery anywhere in the world without buying a spot right next. So it's good that they sell two spots per sale type thing, eh? So I'm going to be living in China, and I'm going to be dying in China, and I'm going to be planted in China, right beside Weifang, in a cemetery in Nanning, China. And how is that for committing yourself to long-term in a place, in a foreign country? People think I'm a little crazy, and sometimes I think I am too. But, you know, living the last couple of months by myself in Canada, and then by myself in China, I would rather be in China. There's more people, there's more things to do. Your mind isn't always just, you know, on that one subject. Here I do videos. I ride e-bikes. I go out for beers with my friends. I go to restaurants. I have a life. Whereas in Canada, I would sit at home, watch TV, drink wine or beer, and basically get fat. I'm in better shape now than I have been in the last 2 years. Taking care of Weifang for the last couple of years sort of taxed me out a little bit, and I was totally out of shape and wasn't feeling 100% when I got to China. Still not feeling 100%, but I'm getting better. You know, I'm actually getting better. This isn't the newest cemetery. This is one of the older cemeteries in the city, but it's more picturesque. It's got character. It's, you know, we went out to Wuxian area and checked out, and you know, they're nice, and it's all brand new and sparkling and everything, but there was really no trees. It didn't have, like, look behind me here. You see all of the trees. The cemetery and the cemetery plots are all put in underneath the trees and stuff, and you know, in Nanning it gets pretty damn hot. So I think it's a better atmosphere for a person to be placed to rest here than any of the other places, and that's why I picked it. And I'm not going to show you the plot. I might go up there here today again, but the view is of the city. And it's got some country, and it's got some valley, and it's got, you know, it's nice, and it's on the top of a hill. So, you know, it's sort of like being buried, like her mother in Bobai, buried on the top of the hill, looking over a valley, a rice fields, and whatever. And it's sort of the nicest place I could find for Weifang in all of Nanning City, and it wasn't that expensive. Actually, it was only 87,000 RMB. And after you get the writing on the tombstone, you see, that comes with the two plots. Well, one plot with two places to put. It comes with the cover. It comes with the headstone, but without the engraving on it. So so if you're ever thinking about spending the rest of your days in a place like Nanning, China, and then dying in Nanning, China, I guess this is a video for you. Oh man, I've been through a lot over the last couple of months, and you can see how these plots behind me are under the trees, and it gets a little bit of yeah, that's Weifang's brother behind me. that's you know, they get the shade from the heat and all this other stuff. So it's a nice place. It's a nice place, and I think Weifang will be happy here. And when it becomes my time, I think I'll be happy here too. Just as long as I'm with Weifang, I'm good. I miss her, but see, no noise really. It's quiet, well, except for this bike coming up behind me. It's quiet, it's nice, it's serene, it's wholesome, it's a cemetery, and I wonder if they party at night. Oh, and that's another thing, on the headstones here, you get to put a picture. So what they do is they make sort of like a ceramic picture, and they put it on the headstone. So I'm going to get a picture of Weifang on the headstone, and on the headstone I'm going to do her on one half, and then I'm going to leave the other half, and Man, my friend's daughter, is going to, because she speaks a fair bit of English, she's going to help me with the wording on the headstone. You got to watch out for family members, cousins and stuff in China, because when they smell money, there's there's a feeding frenzy that goes on. I had one cousin that decided that because Weifang was gone, I should put 100,000 RMB into a family fund, and to pay for when people get married or when funerals come up and stuff like that. And I basically asked why this was. He says, well, it's customary to, when somebody gets married or dies or whatever, for all of the family members to kick in some money to show respect and whatever. Well, I just had a funeral for Weifang, and not one of them kicked in a penny. You know what I mean? So I guess it was a one-sided thing. And so I basically said, no, that's just not going to happen. People come out of the woodworks at times like this, and it's not a reflection on the country. It's not a reflection on the Chinese people, but it is a reflection on certain people that think that they can take advantage of somebody like myself. And anybody that watches this channel knows that's just not going to happen, because I'm not that type of person to be taken advantage of, and that's the skinny of it, guys. You know what I mean? Oh, and if you wouldn't know what the 7,800, the lowest of the dollar amounts, these are these little plots right here. 7,800 RMB, so 1,400 bucks, 1,300 bucks type thing. So you know, it's quiet, it's nice, it's beautiful here, and this is where Kirk's going to get planted. This is where Gweilo is going to get planted. This is where Weifang is going to be laid to rest. You see, Weifang gets laid to rest. I get planted, because that's just the way it is. She deserves way more respect than I do, because she's a much nicer person than I will ever be. And so, oh, and you can only WeChat 50,000 RMB. So I give them 50,000 RMB when I'm paying for the plot, and they say, well, you got to pay it all today. I said, well, my WeChat only does 50,000. No, you got to pay it all today. Well, you know, if I would have brought my wallet, I've got a couple of different bank cards in there that I could just give a bank card and it'd be done. But that's at home, and that's a half an hour Uber ride away. So that's not going to happen. I told him I'll come back tomorrow and do it. Okay, well, no, you can't do that. And I basically just said, well, yes, that's what I'm going to do, and then they agreed to it. So I'll come back tomorrow and pay the other 37,000 RMB, and I think to get the names printed on, or not the name, but, well, the name too, but you know, the words, you know, the loving wife, the sister, the daughter, you know, stuff like that, put on the headstone, only cost about 100 RMB. To put the picture on the headstone costs about 200 RMB. So, you know, it's very inexpensive when you think about it. And this 87,000 RMB covers two people. So what are you looking at? 16,500 Canadian dollars. So about 82.50 per person. That's not bad in a city of 8 million people. And you know, they take care of the plots forever. And you know, it's just not a bad thing. So I guess I'm living in China now and dying in China later. and going to be laid to rest beside Weifang in China because I've committed basically the rest of my life to being here in China. It's the only way, because once Weifang is laid to rest here, you can't bring her, you can't exhume her. I think, well, you probably could with a court order and stuff like that, but I would never do that. So I guess in the future, you're going to see a lot of videos coming from me from China, because this is where I'm going to be living. I think I'll travel around Southeast Asia a little bit over the next couple of years while I'm young enough to bounce around and stuff. And living alone sucks. I'll give you that right now. Like, I was married to Weifang for a couple decades now, and over 20 years, and I got accustomed to having somebody beside me all the time. And living alone sucks big time. I'm not sure if anybody out there that watches this has gone through what I've gone through over the last couple of months. But yeah, living alone sucks. Living and dying in China. Until next time, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We're at just under 99,300 subscribers, so another 700 subscribers, and we're at 100,000. Boy, she's been a long road, oh boys, I'm telling you. And this is the map. If you read Chinese, this is a map of the cemetery, and in number 2 here, right up at the top, is where Weifang and Gweilo are going to be put to rest and planted. Anyway, that's another video from Gweilo 60. If you like this video, as always, like, comment, subscribe. You know, this is sort of like the Truman Show. I've been showing you my life, not only the good, but the bad and the ugly too. And it's one of those things that I really don't have any skeletons in my closet. If I did, they would have come out by now. People can say what they want about me, but at the end of the day, I'm so honest with the people out there, because this whole channel is about my life. Well, it used to be about my life and Weifang's life. Now going forward, it's about my life. And thanks for watching to the end, guys. Until next time, peace out, subscribe. Bye now. Think he'll take my finger off? Hi. Hi, buddy.